What I will say is like that game is going to look fucking unbelievable because both of those jerseys are 10 out of 10.
It's like a Civil War reenactment. That's what it's like. It's like you're a guy now and you're dressing up. Well, we've got jersey news, and we love ourselves some jersey developments. The Colorado Avalanche have unveiled a specialty jersey for their 30th anniversary that they will wear 7 times this season. It looks like this. It is a Quebec Nordiques jersey. They are going to wear the Nordiques jersey 7 times this season, starting Thursday against the Hurricanes when the Hurricanes... What? Oh, when the Hurricanes wear Whalers jerseys.
Yes.
Okay. Rivalry renewed. You see there Thursday, October 23rd at Ball Arena. First of all, we normally do like a, hey, what do we think of how these are? But they're just Nordiques jerseys. The big conversation is going to be a conversation that I'm tired of, even though I think I don't even ever have it, which is the wearing the stolen jersey.
Okay, so before we get into that, I do want to say these jerseys have the same collar as the New York Rangers jerseys that they just debuted, the Centennial ones, the gigantic baby bib looking white collar. It just does not translate from the old jersey style, it's like the V-neck style, to this for like whatever format jersey. It doesn't work.
I mean, it's really like, generally speaking, I don't have a problem with it in the way that DJ does, but that is clearly just a product of them having to fit that fucking shield in the collar.
And I don't have a problem with that collar the way that Pete does.
I do. I think
my problem is with the shield forcing them to have to do weird things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem. I think the collar is too thick. Like, you see the jersey over your shoulder, like, that's nice and thin. That's a solid collar on that Nordiques jersey. But yeah, I mean, individual, like, I don't mind I like the shield. I think I actively like the shield being on the jerseys.
But the option is they could do, if you throw it back up, Sean, they could do the white collar and have the shield part of it. But it would be, that I think would be uglier, honestly, than doing a thick collar and then putting the shield below.
Yeah, I don't think they have an option.
Like, this is how like the Flames do it. This is how the Bruins do it. They do like the very, very thin one, rather than
that's not
doing
the
the thing that takes up the entirety right here.
I agree generally when you're designing a jersey, but like, they are not designing a new jersey. They're copying a design.
No,
and
I
so,
know,
like,
but it's a new version of, like, under this format. Like, the Bruins did a new version of their 80s jersey.
Yeah, I mean, they could
change the collar so that it would look good. Like, you can easily do a new Nordiques jersey and just have this be white.
But I don't know if these are new versions, though. Like, they're trying to do as close to that jersey as possible, and I think that you're both right and you're both wrong. Like, I absolutely hear what Pete's saying, and I think it would look better if they did.
I agree 100%. But that's clearly not what they were trying to do.
You're right when you say if they're copying and pasting an Nordiques jersey onto the current jersey that is the current canvas that's given to them, it ends up looking like that. And it stinks, but it's all because the NHL needs to have the stupid shield there. How do you feel about teams who relocated using the branding of the previous location?
It's bad behavior. Like, sometimes it gets a little overblown. I got annoyed by the Hurricanes and how often they went back to the Whalers. And I still find it a little bit weird. I find it weird that, like, the Nordiques and Whalers are playing each other in, like, a full desecration bowl and a full, like, we're going to piss on this grave and pretend. It feels like cosplaying in a weird way.
Yes, I think it's ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. And if you want to be ridiculous, God bless. This is the show to do it. But you're being ridiculous, and everybody watching will observe that you're being silly. And if someone says, hey, did you go to the game last night? What'd you think? You'd say it was kind of weird. They were dressed up like other teams.
It also, like, there should be one of those teams in any given game. There should not be 2 teams pretending like they're playing a game from the 80s. What I will say is, like, that game is going to look fucking unbelievable because both of those jerseys are 10 out of 10.
It's like a Civil War reenactment. That's what it's like. It's like you're a guy now and you're dressing up as something like, are they gonna? We've said this before on throwback nights. Like, are they gonna smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, they should.
Are they gonna drink in the locker
I was
room?
gonna
Fans
say,
should have to wear suits.
They-
Players should be able to smoke cigarettes on the bench.
like treat this like the Winter Classic. Like I want to see Bednar in like a fucking fedora, and I want to do like I know that Nesson at one point this year they did like a throwback broadcast. Maybe
Yeah.
it was last year.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do it, fucking lean in.
Right.
Like make it old timey. Make it like the worst score bug I've ever seen, and maybe like add some noise to the camera.
Oh, I'm totally down with that idea. Like make the entire aesthetic like it's a throwback game.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, because otherwise it does just feel like we're wearing costumes to the game today.
Have fewer concessions as well.
Yeah, make them really cheap and it's just peanuts and hot dogs.
Yeah.
I have no time for Quebec or Hartford fans that are upset. I don't care about your upsetness at all, in the slightest.
Why is that?
Because the jerseys are sick. And I am 27 years old, wasn't around for the Nordiques or the Whalers, have no emotional attachment to them. I want to see sick jerseys.
It just feels a little bit dirty for a team to take a team out of another city and then be like, but we're going to wear your clothes. Like it's like going to an estate sale after somebody's like dead and then like running into one of their family members and you're just head to toe in their dead family member's clothes and then acting like it's wrong for them to be upset about it.
I mean,
That's a bad example,
sell
though,
the clothes,
because
though.
if you did the estate sale, they sold you the clothes.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
fans did not sell the team. So I understand the fans
Okay, so
being like,
instead of an estate sale, the person died, you ransacked their house, took all their wardrobe, and then like ran into their family member and you were wearing all their clothes.
there you go. Not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they're upset. I just personally do not care.
Sean, how would
Clubber's
you feel?
making a good
Yeah.
Different. Nope,
asking a
not
good
the same
question.
thing. Not the same thing.
Clubber's asking a
It
very
is not the
valid
same
question.
thing.
Would you support Utah
no,
wearing the Kachinas
There is a
jersey?
clear distinction there.
Why?
Because they took that they're different. Like technically speaking, they're different franchises. They don't have the rights to any of that stuff. The history of the Arizona Coyotes has been like capsuled and still exists to be picked up by another Arizona franchise later.
Well, what
is not the case
what
in
I'm
these two.
saying is that I think that like every team should hold, like it should be law that every team holds onto their branding even if they lose that team.
That's fine, but there is like a paper technical difference in between Utah and
Okay, so remove the
moving
paper element of it all. Would it upset you if you saw the Utah Mammoth, wearing Coyotes jerseys? If they just like in a year or two they decided to wear Coyotes jerseys for a day?
Which,
Well,
by the way, if
probably
you
gonna
did
happen.
Kachina with
that'd be fucking
mammoth
stupid.
colors,
No, it would suck.
oh no, it would
It
rock.
would suck. You need more. There's not enough colors. You need more. Like you need the black, green, brown. You need all of the colors that are in the Kachina.
We can
thing.
find a couple more colors.
I-
You're already stealing someone's jersey. They can do whatever they want.
I think it's hard for me to detach it from the circumstance. The Kachina, but like my point being, I want to see cool jerseys. The Kachinas were the best jerseys in hockey, so like it would be cool to see those in hockey again. But the reality is the reality, and you can't separate it from the context. Technically, it's different, and also like there is a little bit. I guess I don't know how Carolina and Colorado fans act, but and I'm not saying Clubbers does this, but there are a lot of Utah fans that like to shit all over Arizona for no apparent reason. So I don't really like, that's a little different.
JKR Devil has a point of view that I hadn't really thought of or like heard about too much. Is like it's also insulting to the fans of the current team. It's like lusting after your ex.
Nah.
I don't know how many fans feel that way. Like I know Carolina Hurricanes fans love when they wear
I was
the
gonna
Whalers
say
jersey,
that's much more of like
as they should, because like their team constantly changes their uniforms every damn day, and they still have yet to find as good a uniform as the one that they took from Hartford.
I think wearing it's more of like a Mr. Steal Your Girl type thing. It's like don't you wish you still had this? I'm wearing the cool jersey now. Because like Canes fans, they don't. Why wouldn't you be happy that you're wearing a cool jersey?
Okay, Pete is out on this for ethical reasons. I'm out on this for just it being a little too silly, even for my liking. Adding to the silliness of this all, Sean, could you post what the Colorado Avalanche accompanied this announcement with? That's right, folks. the Colorado Avalanche did a jersey explainer graphic for a jersey that has been around for 4,000 years. If you're listening,
this is why they should have a new collar.
They are pointing to the igloo logo and explaining what that is. They're explaining things about Quebec, about provinces. They're explaining things about Quebec history and culture. It doesn't make you look any better when you explain that none of this shit has to do with the Colorado Avalanche.
That part's very funny to me.
But also at the same time, hockey is for everyone, including new fans who might not know this shit. But you can look that up on the internet.
But I mean, jersey explainers, we are famously out on jersey explainers. But it gets a little extreme when you're doing a jersey explainer for a jersey that was around forever. Although, in fairness, when the Nordiques first unveiled that jersey, we didn't have jersey explainers.
That's true.
Yeah,
this is the first time that jersey's ever been explained. Colorado Avalanche, thank you very much.
Our issues with jersey, our shared problem with jersey explainers has started to deviate. Because my problem with jersey explainers is when you clearly are coming up with reasonings for a cool design thing. Like, the problem with this one is just that this jersey's been around. But if this had been a new jersey, I wouldn't have any problem with this jersey explainer because there are they're explaining actual, like, purposeful decisions, not just being like, this was cool and now we need to explain why.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this jersey explainer. I think it's a new brand of jersey explainer. It is less like, oh God, it's less eye-rolly. It's just more ridiculous.
I have a problem with it just because it's like, no shit. It's like, yeah, the Florida Lily, or however you say it, like that's a French thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Brandon 53 is, I'm on Brandon 53's side. This might be an unpopular take. I think that the Colorado Avalanche's logo is better than the Nordiques logo.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
The
Avs
jersey
logo is very good.
I think,
the
dare I say,
uniform of the Nordiques is way cooler than the Avs, but the Avs have a cooler logo.
dare I say, I don't like using these words, and I've sat on this because no one wants to hear it. I think the Nordiques jersey is like 1% overrated. It's awesome.
I think that's fair.
It's awesome. But like, I don't think you need to pull out all these stops and upset all these people over the Nordiques jersey. Like, you could still put him in the NHL shop. We'll still buy him. It's a throwback. That's fun. But you're doing all this shit and you're starting like 19-minute conversations that we've had about this over the Nordiques jersey. Really, Avalanche? What you normally wear, as Pete said, is better. I agree with you, Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
They just more teams need to do like interesting shit. Like the fact that they have the flowers along the bottom, that's a nice touch. Otherwise, yeah, I'd agree that it might be a slightly
I'll
overrated
tell you
jersey.
what. While we're on the topic of these jersey explainers and this genre of jersey explainer, I would accept this jersey explainer for every uniform. There are two things explained, and it's the shit that's on the jersey.
The two things.
What's that in the middle? What's that along the bottom? Oh, this is that. This is that.
It's a very useful and succinct jersey explainer.
If the Bruins put out a jersey explainer when they did their rebrand and they were like, that's the B. It's got spokes on it. We call it the spoked B. It's if you ever hear spoked B and you're wondering what's that, those little lines are spokes, like on a bicycle. Right. And the B stands for Boston, not bicycle. Understand the confusion. As for the stripes, it's just to kind of break up the jersey a little bit. End of the thing. End of the explanation. There's holes on the bottom. That's how you pull it down over your head so you can get in there.
Let the jersey breathe a little bit.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to What Chaos here on YouTube. You will get everything. Daily episodes, player interviews, and so much more. It's all here on the What Chaos YouTube. Hit subscribe.